Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to be with you. And, well, Barcelona fans aren't having a good time after their 1-0 loss against Atletico Madrid. 3 players come out with injuries, or at least knocks in some cases. We'll start out with the most severe one, which is Gerard Piqué. He'll be out around 6 months, maybe a little bit more, after a grade 3 MCL sprain. Grade 3 meaning, just to give you a bit of context, a grade 3 sprain is a complete tear of the ligament. So he basically tore his MCL, and he'll be out for an extended period of time. And also add to that there is a slight tear to his ACL. So pretty serious injury, especially for a player at 33 years of age. I think he'll come back fine. Maybe not the same Gerard Piqué that we saw in years before, and definitely not the same one you've seen the past couple of years, maybe a little bit slower, and we'll see. Again, best wishes to him, and hope that he's able to recover and come back to a pretty good form that many have been familiar with throughout his career. Sergi Roberto also out due to a muscle strain. He'll be out about 2 months, they're saying, in the official medical documentation, or at least the medical reports that have been given out by the club. So you're missing 2 defenders. You're going to have Samuel Umtiti, who's still on the sidelines. You still have Ronald Araujo, who's still not fully ready. When he comes back, which is most likely the case, he'll be the soonest one to come back. He will be playing alongside Clement Lenglet in the middle. You have Serginho Dest, you have Junior Firpo, and you have Jordi Alba. You have just those 5 defenders, a very thin group of defenders. And, of course, many of the players from Barca B that could be filling in the gaps when they're on the bench. Tough times for Barcelona. Not only that, offensively, Ousmane Dembele, who suffered a pretty good knock against Atletico Madrid, he ends up coming away with a shoulder injury to the extent, well, no one knows how serious it is. Of course, it's not a completely grave injury. It's not something that he'll be out for an extended period of time. We have to see if he will be out for at least a game or 2 or 3, depending on how things work out. Of course, the knock they took later on in the match against Atletico, where he lands on his shoulder, ends up giving him some type of problems later on. He did get some treatment during that match, so keep that in mind as far as him maybe missing a match or 2 down the line, especially the Champions League midweek against Dinamo Kiev. Atletico Madrid, boy, they can't be feeling any better, but of course the team that feels the best is Real Sociedad at the top of the table after their win on Sunday. A team that had basically 9 players from their youth system. Their coach happened to coach at the youth system. So a very good example of what's going on at the top of the La Liga table with Real Sociedad, and being able to get to the top in a league that, well, not many expected them to be where they're at. They did expect them to maybe at top 7, top 10, but not at the very top. But keep in mind, Atletico Madrid still have 2 more matches in hand, and they could get away a little bit more. And they know that this is the time where they can establish themselves as the contender, the team to beat in La Liga, and being able to once again break the duopoly like they did back in 2014 of Real Madrid and Barcelona of the past 5, 6, 7 seasons. So all of that and much more, La Liga season is going to be real interesting to see in the next few weeks how it ends up developing going into the Christmas break, well, not for Christmas break, but into the Christmas part of this season. And going into January, if Atletico Madrid can get at least a lead and a bit of a stranglehold, it could be a very interesting tale to tell leading into the championship, the trophy lifting season, as we may want to call it, in April and May. So again, a lot of action in La Liga, a lot of things going on. Make sure you check it out here. We'll have a lot more. Ciao.